Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Swami Jyotirmayananda Society, a journey to self realization. Please subscribe for the mystical meanings and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book Yoga Essays for Self Improvement, authored by Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj. This book is full of precious gems for anyone wanting to change their life. Today, we will be discussing how to change your life. Human life abounds with changes constantly. There are changes in the body as well as in the states of mind. There are changes in the objects of the world. However, there are times when a person desires to bring about a total change in one's life. He does not want to be the same personality with constant irritability, sustained tension, and with a lingering habit of jealousy. He desires to be free from these negative qualities. He aspires to become a person abounding with qualities of endurance, patience, magnanimity, a balanced mind, and a cheerful disposition. Such a desire to change is indeed commendable. It is this inward feeling to change that marks the commencement of the soul's journey towards the goal of self realization. It is important to understand how to bring about a deep rooted change so that an old habit does not reassert itself and a suppressed negative trait does not again arise with greater vehemence. Lacking a profound understanding of the secrets of life, people adopt various methods to deal with their negative qualities. Some try to suppress or hide them. Some try to veil a negative quality by adopting a positive quality. Men who are prone to irritability, cruelty, and pride often adorn themselves with dripping tenderness, nauseating kindness, and exaggerated humility in an attempt to outgrow their negative traits. But they do not succeed. You may deck thorny bushes with ornamental flowers or deprive them of their branches and leaves. You can even cut or pulverize them, but as long as their roots are in the ground, they will rise again. Much in the same way, you may suppress your negative qualities, try to modify them, or even cut them down to a very great extent by the practice of good association meditation. But until you get at the root of the negativity within you, you will not eliminate it fully and completely. So, this is a very profound topic. Many aspirants struggle through this. When you have turned away from your anger, greed, and pride for a short time, you have merely changed. But when you turn away from these, saying a final goodbye, you have brought about a spiritual transformation within yourself. So, just changing is not enough. We should transform. You have merely changed when you no longer find pleasure in the toys of your childhood age, but you have only changed your toys. Now you have bigger toys. The inner weakness that derives you to find happiness in the objects of the world has not been overcome. But when you become free from that illusion, then you are transformed. When you bring about a vital change within yourself as a result of increasing integration and spiritual understanding, you become transformed. You are filled with new energy, new insight, and new inspiration. In the process of eliminating the roots of your negative traits, you continue to discover increasing expansion of your inner self. Your life becomes a song of success. It flows with joy, vitality, and spiritual aspiration. But when you simply change in terms of your external surroundings, objects, and relationships without changing at the deeper level of your personality, your mind gradually becomes burdened with an increasing sense of boredom. An ordinary clerk may become a government official. A lawyer may become a judge. An ordinary student of philosophy may become a professor. But the deeper part of their personality continues to be the same. When deprived of their favorite objects, they still grieve and lament just as they have done in their earlier years. When encountering objects of their liking, they lose their balance of mind through elation. Veiled by the mask of external prestige and public recognition, they continue to be what they have been all along. The external mask has further hindered them from receiving the healthful atmosphere of nature. Men who mask their old uncultured self with glittering degrees and titles received from the world become more uncontrolled with reference to their defects and negative habits. Such an example, a short tempered student became a professor. Now, he does not feel the necessity of controlling his temper. Rather, he thinks he is licensed to express his righteous indignation towards his students for their own good, and at times, overpowered by the grossest form of his uncontrolled nature, he is unable to recognize that he is humiliating and degrading himself in the light of his own reason. A person who continues to ignore the inner voice of conscience and tries to seek consolation in the illusory masks of this glittering world cannot hope to experience true forms of joy and abundance in life. On the other hand, you may change deeply within yourself without changing your external makeup. You may remain the same old clerk, but not the same old personality. You may remain the same old farmer, but not the same weakling of a few years ago. When you simply change, you remain the same personality. But when you bring about a transformation, you come closer to the universal life that flows through you. This inner transformation is what you need to bring about in your personality. Life of undisciplined senses beckons you to the lures of external changes. A life dedicated to yoga urges you to bring about a vital and profound transformation in your life. The external changes are like a piece of iron being molded into different forms, while mystic change is like iron being transformed into gold. The change that yoga professes to bring about is like converting the iron of your personality into the shining gold of inward unfoldment. So, too, when you have brought about a spiritual transformation in yourself, your virtuous qualities will continue to shine more and more. You will not be drawn back to the quagmire of your old uncultured habits. Take recourse to integral yoga. It will bring about a total change in your being. Yet, do not expect a change overnight. And those of you who are serious aspirants following my daily satsangs, I have done a complete book of Swami Jyotirmayananda recently on integral yoga. So, if you're new to integral yoga, which is a blend of selfless service, devotion, meditation, and scripture reading and wisdom, please refer to the playlist in my YouTube channel referred to as Integral Yoga. So bring rhythm and balance into your daily life. Your personality is sustained by the pillars of emotion, reason, action, and will. A vital change must take place in each of these four foundations of your personality. However, when your reason changes into intuition, the process of spiritual change attains its climax. All the favorite changes that you endeavor to bring about in yourself are completed by the light of intuition. Until you have developed intuitional wisdom and vision, into the nature of the self, the changes within you remain at the mercy of the subtle process of ignorance that operates through an unenlightened mind. So, this is why the journey is towards enlightenment, from unenlightened mind to an enlightened mind. Karma Yoga gives you the art of changing in the physical plane. You learn the art of working without seeking the deluded pleasures of your ego. You work with detachment and an increasing insight into the philosophical fact that action is the expression of the flowing stream of life. When you are transformed spiritually, you delight in performing actions that produce goodness in the world. Instead of being urged by selfishness, greed, and egoism to work for perishable results in the world, you are urged by selflessness, universal love, and inward spiritual revolution to increasing recognize God and express himself through this creation. So, spontaneously, that light, that vision of God will start to reflect through you. It's the inward journey. The sun within you that shines cannot hold it anymore. The light will come through you and help others. This is the transformation that you must endeavor to acquire in the plane of your active life. So, with this, we conclude today's satsang. This is Swami Nikhilananda, and we will continue this chapter, How to Change and Transform Your Life, in tomorrow's satsang. Hari Om.